Boy, I am really feeling the love this morning here on the Celebrity Millenium as we're just pulling into Ketchikan. And this is the one stop that I've really been looking forward to. And I find myself up on the 11th deck, and I gotta say, this is probably one of the few times that I've been up on this deck. And this is they got an exercise track up here, and people are jogging and walking along the track here. But you know, we're arriving in Ketchikan, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to share this deck with you, and then also share the arrival. There's the Princess Cruise, the Crown Princess, right there, and they are. It's hard to tell if they're moving or not. I think they're moving. Sure, they're moving. So there is the Crown Princess, I think, just going into dock. And you know, interestingly enough, as I was watching some videos on Ketchikan this morning, this city gets more than its share of rain each year. Something like 150 inches it'll get every year of rain. And I was looking at the weather forecast for today, as I give you another view down onto the pool area here of the Millenium cruise ship. As I was looking at the weather forecast, we are going to have some picture perfect weather. And I think it's only because I'm here. I think that's why the skies have opened up, just because I've arrived. But who knows, it could be for another reason as well. But you know, I was also, as I was poking around on YouTube this morning, trying to get a little bit of information about Ketchikan. I like how that bounces off the tongue. But as I was trying to get some information and watching some videos, I found myself thinking there's no shortage of videos about Ketchikan, and in fact there's no shortage of videos about 99% of the places that I go. And I thought, why bother? You know, why bother doing a video at all? And then I realized, look at that view right there of the big X. I guess that's the, I don't know if that's the logo of, I don't know if that's the logo of the ship or the logo of the cruise line. But I bet right up there is where they probably play pickleball. I haven't been up there, but I see a net up around there. This gentleman here just comes down, and they got a little turnaround on the track right here. So, all right, I think we're going to be docking probably in the better part of about an hour. We'll be all tied up to shore and ready to go out and explore a little bit. So I'm going to go get some brekkie, and maybe before doing so, share a view from the other side of the ship. Well, look at this. I made my way up, and they got a basketball court up here, and I'm assuming this would serve as the pickleball court. There's not a net overhead, which wouldn't be good for me, because knowing me, I'd probably hit the ball off the ship. But here is your where that Princess Cruise is making some noise over there. But here's your recreational area right here. And maybe that was a seaplane. No, it was actually a seaplane taking off to go do some sightseeing that was making that noise. Boy, what a wonderful view up here. Look at this. So tomorrow we're going to be at sea all day, and this is likely where I will find myself for a good portion of that day is right up here, taking in the sights as we sail into the beautiful city of Vancouver. We actually arrive in Vancouver quite early in the morning. I think we arrive in Vancouver at 7 o'clock. There's your big screen for some entertainment right here. Look at that. We sit out here on the deck on a nice chair and watch some telly. This is probably where you'd find Carlo Panettiere. He'd be sitting up here with a nice cold one. Maybe some fish and chips with some sauce, you know. All right, well, look at this. I'll be darned. Beautiful. What a beautiful view from right up top. And there's some people down there having their brekkie, which is what I'm about to go do. So, all right, folks. So we will we'll go have some breakfast and then bring you along for a walk and talk through beautiful Ketchikan, Alaska. Welcome to Ketchikan, and here I am, just off the ship on a a rather cool morning. Temperatures are probably in if I had to guess, in maybe the mid-50s, pushing 60 degrees, and it's not raining out, which is a wonderful thing. And all along the hill there, you see there's various homes that are nestled in the hillside. So I'm gonna go and do what I like to do best, and that's walk and talk and bring you along. I have found my way over to Front Street. I think this is called Front Street, and it's right across from the celebrity Millenium. As I pan the camera back to give you a nice view of the ship that I've called home for the last several days. Today is day 6 of the seven-day cruise, and Ketchikan, just a short distance into the town, I can tell you is probably the largest town that I've visited. I've been in Seward, I've been in Juneau, been in Skagway, and this has definitely got the feel of an actual town. So this is quite nice to be visiting this on a day with no rain, because I can tell you it would be a completely different experience if there were rain coming down. Right across the street is a cannabis shop. You know, one would think you're walking back in Holland. I remember, you know, you'd always go in Holland, you'd find the coffee shops, and that's where you'd buy your pot. And now it's become prevalent in many places in America, interestingly enough. So we'll just walk a little bit, and then I actually have a show to go to. I am going to see a lumberjack show with Danielle and her son Austin and their friend James. She looked down on a fishing boat right there. Okay, as you can see, I made it from the town over to the lumberjack show. So I'm not going to try to film too much of this, but I thought I'd give you a nice view.
Unless you need assistance or use the restroom. If you need to get up for any reason, please do so after the event is ended and remain on the back path.
Well, we found our way out of the Great Alaskan Lumberjack Show. And I'm gonna just walk. I'm gonna kind of casually stroll. I've got the better part of 3 or 4 hours here at this last stop on the 7-night Alaskan cruise, and I'm just gonna mosey through town and see if I can't find my way over to, I think it's called Cliff Street. I think when you look on Google for Ketchikan, oftentimes that's the first image you'll see is the Cliff Street. I think that's the historic old town, if I'm not mistaken. But just a beautiful city. Really, really a beautiful, beautiful city. Looks like a city that's quite easy to walk about. There you see Salmon Landing. An interesting little store here, Rain Barrel, unique Alaskan gifts. And I see a lot of totem poles that they're selling. I would imagine they would ship these home for you. Look at that. Just beautiful. I could put one of those in my garden. Sue Pete back in Kansas City is probably thinking, or maybe even one of these. Look at that. Look at the detail. Very nice. Oh, they got some beautiful gifts in here. Look at this sculpture right here. Isn't that something? Gorgeous. Look at all these totem poles. Very nice. And here's an interesting sculpture. Life under the sea. Okay, we'll find our way out. That's beautiful right there. Alright. I think there's a visitor center, the Summer Art Exhibition, Southeast Alaska Discovery Center, which is the Forest Service. So maybe I'll take a peek in there before going down and finding Cliff Street. Thank you for your service. That's what the gentleman said as I walked in, and it actually requires a park pass to come in here. You've got to actually have a pass to get in here, but as I recall, you know, being a veteran, aside from the wonderful benefits I get as far as the health benefits, you get nice little perks like this. And once a year I get to go and eat around town for free because it's Veterans Day. But let's go inside and take a look. A rainforest in Alaska. Yes, the largest temperate rainforest in the world exists in southeast Alaska and British Columbia. Look at this. Very nice. Wow. Boy, what a beautiful exhibit. Old growth forest. The old growth forest typically contains trees 300 to 1,000 years old, as well as young saplings, dead and dying trees, and a variety and abundance of ferns, mosses, herbs, and shrubs. Boy, this really is a nice exhibit. Look at the salmon harvest. There you see they're drying the salmon right there. And look at this. Look at this canoe. Isn't that something? Beautiful. And look at the little dowel inside there. If you can see it. Very nice. Quite beautiful. Living with the sea. They've got different information boards. I'm not gonna read them all to you. But boy, that's beautiful. Really nice. Well, if you wonder where smoked salmon originated, here you go. Look at that. Boy, you know, I would be willing to bet that many tourists just walk right past this building and don't come in, but it's just so well done. What a beautiful, beautiful exhibit this is. Preparing food, plants. Native people ate 50 species of plants. They preserved berries by boiling them in water until nearly dry, making them into cakes. Look at that. And over here, look at the blueberries. That's something. There's your raspberries. Animals. From the hides of animals such as deer, bear, otter, mink, and mountain goat, the native people made blankets and clothing with the feathers of eagles and cranes, porcupine quills, shells, and furs. Look at that. Maybe I can. There you go. There's some photographs. Now he looks real happy. I bet she was nagging him all the time. I bet she was. I bet she was always saying, how come you're always out in the canoe? That's
and the opposite tribes will go out and gather blankets, food, berries.
Isn't that something?
Get the fish, slice it up real
Wow.
good, and then hang it in the smokehouse.
Preparing food. Look at the fish.
Go out and get there.
You can see.
That food is prepared by the men. We save the deer ribs and put that in the smokehouse. And they'll go out and pick berries, like berries, blueberries, salmon berries.
Fantastic. And they got a photo exhibit over here. Really a beautiful place. Up on the wall, that might be a killer whale, perhaps. Or from the ceiling, I should say. Wouldn't surprise me if that's exactly what that is. It is. It's a killer whale. Look at that. You know, as I walk down into this next exhibit area, I find myself thinking that I could have almost done an entire video just on this facility right here. Look at this. All types of information. Balancing acts, the inside passage. Wonderful. This looks like a buoy, I am sure. Boy, they did a nice job with this place. Some information on the fisheries right here. Wow. Over here they have information about mining. They have little videos you can sit and listen. Here's the wildlife. Look at this. This little guy here. Wouldn't want to run into any angry one of those in the forest. Here's the recreation. Photography, hiking. You got diving. Just fabulous. Information about all the trees. My good friend Colin Coles used to, if I recall correctly, used to work in the lumber industry. So probably a lot of this looks quite familiar to him. Boy, and just when I thought I was finished, I rounded the corner. And, well, this is actually where I walked in. But I didn't think to turn around and look as I take a picture with my phone. It's interesting, you go through life and often miss stuff only to discover it upon turning around. This is Cox Bowl, Elizabeth, civil rights icon. And then we come over here. Look at these bears right here. Holy cow. Look at that. That's something. There's the black bear right there. Well, you know, I'm gonna try to avoid gift shops, but this is one I might make an exception for. Look at this statue here out on the front. Isn't that something? I'm sure my good old friend Mike back in Ohio would appreciate this. He could put this in his garden. Look at that. See, no cavities. Wow. Really something else. Quite a design. And then if you step inside, I think I can use my camera in here, but you got to see some of the stuff that's in here. Look at some of this.
For 7,800, it better be real. This is a tusk ivory.
Well, that's not legal.
Wow.
No.
And they'll
Ivory is not legal anywhere.
They'll ship worldwide. Look at some of this stuff.
If it's native,
Just beautiful.
acquired because they use nature to make art.
Very, very beautiful. Look at this bird here. And I'm sure there's no shortage of people that come in here and see some of this stuff and want to ship it to their home. Just beautiful. If I round the corner, there's the back of that bird right there. Almost looks like soap or something, wax. But it's not. Now look at this display in here. This is just really beautiful. It's gorgeous. Look at that. It's illuminated from the...
How are you folks doing?
Yeah, thank you. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. And look at this.
The reason I like it specifically is because of the density, also because it's also translucent.
Alright, we'll find our way out. Alright, come on. How could I not stop? Tom's Treasures. Locally owned. And they've got whale and walrus bone, antique silver, jade, dream catchers, wood carvings. So, you know, I mean, I gotta stop. It's got my name on it, right? Maybe they'll give me a discount. Maybe I'll ask them, you know, I'll say, you know, my name is Tom. Can I have a discount? Or maybe maybe the staff here, you know, like I could be undercover boss. Maybe I just tell them that I'm the owner. Look at all this. You see? I wonder if I can get a discount because my name is Tom. Maybe I could get myself a totem pole. You see? Something like that. So, how you doing?
Pretty good yourself, sir.
My name is Tom. Can I get a discount? Because my name is Tom?
Yeah.
I get a little discount?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So I can get a discount, she said, if I get something. Boy, lots of beautiful stuff here. All right, look at the whale. That's beautiful. All right, I'll find my way back outside. As I was walking along, I saw this beautiful church, and right at the door there's a sign that says that you can go in. It's got it says welcome to historic, as I look both ways across the street. Welcome to historic St. John's Episcopal Church, open for tours and prayers. So let's go on inside and take a peek at this historical church. Sanctuary and columbarium. You know, as I was looking at this building, there were so many people that were just walking by, headed to the next gift store. But look at this. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Boy, what a beautiful church. That's something. Look at this. There's the altar. It's fabulous. Alright, I'll take some pictures. And maybe even say a prayer or two. Well, as you can see, I've made it to historic Ketchikan, and this is the walking tour. I'm not going to read this all to you. You can read up on the history easily enough if you so choose. But I'm going to take you through Creek Street. Here is the sign over the bridge would indicate. And boy, you know how fortunate it is to be here on such an absolutely beautiful day. Will you look at this? Just breathtaking. What a beautiful place. And then up here you've got the river. And if I'm not mistaken, this is where you would see the salmon run. But I'm just going to do a nice, beautiful walk and talk right on down Creek Street and bring you along. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. It's more beautiful in person than you would see in any pictures that you'd be looking at. And as I'm looking down here, you can actually see some fish. I see some fish down in the water. Interestingly enough, just casually swimming along. Wow. I don't know if you can see them, but boy, it's beautiful. Look at that view. I could not have asked to be here on a more beautiful day. And there's all the, if you can see them, I'm sure you can probably see them swimming there in the water. There's some folks having a coffee or a bite to eat right on the water, Creek Street Reef. I'm gonna walk around the building and we'll be right back. Alright, so I found my way to the rear of the buildings here, and there's more shops right in here. Look at this. Number 10 Creek Street. Simply Salmon and Creekside Trading. No shortage of salmon here. I think it's actually the salmon capital of the world. They even have benches made out of salmon. Well, that's made out of wood, but they have wooden benches that look like salmon. You know what I mean. And look at this. There's actually a hotel up there with a restaurant that takes you up by a little tram. So, very, very
Cruises
nice.
because they...
Look at this. Get yourself a nice hat. Got some nice salmon inside there. Very nice. I'm gonna find my way back over to the water, which I think I can do so by going right on through here, perhaps. Look at this. Ketchikan Shingle Mill. Men worked on the creek too for a while. Look at this. There's a beautiful shot right there. Just gorgeous. Look at this beautiful view. Boy, talk about a day at the office. Can you imagine? You could just come out and maybe throw your line into the creek, catch yourself a fish. Oh boy, you could not have asked for a more beautiful day to be visiting this place. Just gorgeous. I have found my way to the end of Creek Street, or maybe it's the beginning, I don't know, but my end. And look at Dollys House, where men and salmon came upstream to spawn. The historic red light tour. So apparently this whole Creek Street at one time was the red light district, and this is where well, men and women, or men and salmon came to spawn. This house was the home of Dolly Arthur, Ketchikan's most famous sporting woman. From 1919 through the 1940s, it was also her place of business. So there she is. Wow. She died at 88, she said. I guess men thought I was fun and attractive because I always seemed to have more friends than the other girls on Creek Street. I could never get along with the other girls, you know, but I never had any trouble getting along with the men. Oh, goodness. All right. So there you go. Look at that. Dolly's house. Oh, there's Dolly. Wow.
Lonely, sweetheart. Bring your little lady. I'll dress her up and she can be nighttime for you. Got the best tour right here. $10 each, cash only to come through the house.
Really?
If you love antiques and history, yes.
Oh.
Dolly left her home open as a museum. That way her and these ladies would never be forgotten, and their history would never be forgotten also.
Wow. All right. Look at that.
Dolly never did marry.
Is that Dolly right there?
Yes, sir. It is $10 a person to come through the house, cash only. Because Dolly never did accept platinum,
If you can't
sweetheart.
find your husband, he's in here. Isn't that something? I'm not going to take the tour, but if you come to Ketchikan, maybe you can take it for me. All right, folks. So I think that's going to be just about the tour of the Creek Street here in Ketchikan. All right, and I wasn't sure if there'd be anything else to share on this tour, but look at this. They're all fishing right off the bridge for salmon. And there was a gentleman just a moment ago that had caught himself one. Oh boy. And I think the local police here is maybe checking checking to see that everybody is legit. But holy cow, look at these salmon. Look at that. Who caught these?
Me.
You did not.
I'm in the vlog.
Huh? You're in?
Yep, I'm in the vlog.
Okay.
Well, you really caught those.
Okay.
They're
Or,
bigger
yeah,
than
just
you.
someone I just got
Caught a
fish
king.
with.
Can you hold one up for my
Snap.
YouTube channel?
Hold one sec.
Huh? Okay.
Paulson, if he's available.
I think they're in trouble.
Yeah.
I think they're in
I
trouble.
am.
You're in trouble?
Yeah.
What did you do wrong? You got a cross in your ear. You can't be in trouble. Look at those. Those are big ones.
I'm the lord of the chum.
You're the, oh, you are, huh? Okay. All right, so I don't know what he's in trouble for. I'm not going to stick around to find out. But look at this. You see, they're just all down here having a good old time. I even see a crab floating out to sea. You know?
Okay.
Oh, there's one. They're catching them.
Okay.
Isn't that something? You'd think that these fish would wise up after a little while. You know, you'd think these fish would be onto the scam. But oh goodness, this is something else. Maybe this is where I could catch a big one. I've been trying to catch a big one now for over a year and a half since I moved to Idaho. Maybe I haven't caught a big one because I haven't come to Ketchikan or stood on the bridge. Okay, so this little guy's got one. He's got one on the line.
Mason, I have one.
What's your name?
Sebastian.
Sebastian. Sebastian.
Should I fling it up, Mason?
Ooh, look at
Oh,
this.
crap.
Oh,
Mason, should I
Look at
fling
that.
it up? No. Excuse me, I gotta fling it up.
uh-oh. Look at it. Sebastian's got to go.
It'll snap my line.
He doesn't want to pick it up. It'll smash his line. So we're gonna follow Sebastian down along the bridge because he can't bring him up because it'll snap his line.
Excuse me.
Make way for Sebastian. Okay, there he goes. All right,
Mason, go down.
you go, Sebastian. Is your partner going down to get him? Oh, don't break your line.
Mason!
Yeah. There's his fish. Look at that.
Bring him up.
Hey, that hook's not in his mouth.
He swam into my hook.
You cheated. Sebastian, I can't put this on YouTube. You
Mason!
cheated. He didn't bite your hook.
Come and get this!
Oh, goodness gracious, folks. All right. I gotta go.
Nice job.
On my way back to the ship, I found the visitor center, interestingly enough, and perhaps, you know, I put the cart before the horse. This is a place that I probably should have stopped in before I started my day's adventure. But here is your Ketchikan Visitor Center. Not a lot of people in here at the moment, to be quite honest with you. So I will head back out and find my way to the ship. And speaking of ship, look at this. This right here is the, this is a Norwegian ship, and it's massive, as you can see. That is one big ship. So, and my ship is just up ahead. Well, I couldn't think of a better way to end this video than this shot from the, I'm on the 11th deck of the Celebrity Millenium, looking down on the beautiful city of Ketchikan, where I was just walking and talking not only about 2 hours ago. So what a wonderful way to end this trip. And you know, you could not have asked for a more beautiful day. Look at that blue sky contrasted against the green mountains, contrasted against all the different colors of the buildings here in Ketchikan. Just gorgeous. And if you look closely off in the distance, I see Dollys House. That was that was the name. It was called Dollys House. That greenhouse over there in the right there on the corner of Creek Street. So this is one of those places that oftentimes come up as a screensaver. You know, you wake up in the morning, you go to sit down at your desk with a cup of coffee, and there on your screen looking at you is a self-generated screensaver. And you look at it for a moment and you say, I've been there. And Ketchikan will be one of those places. So with all that being said, this is pretty much the end of my video tour of the cruise. Tomorrow is going to be a day just sailing the ocean down to Vancouver, and that'll be it. I'll have a restful day in the beautiful city of Vancouver before catching a flight on Saturday morning. And so I hope you all enjoyed the trip. I really wasn't sure if I was gonna take this trip or not, but I decided to do so, and I don't have a single regret having decided to come on this cruise. And amazingly, I was able to share it with you. So take good care, and I hope you get to experience this beautiful place one day as well.